Very pleased to introduce Electron protocol here. So what we are building is a decentralized cross-chain bridging solution, which does not rely on any centralized multi-sig operators to basically operate the bridge. So we verify directly the transaction, so if you want to send a transaction from Ethereum to Near, we actually verify the Ethereum validator signatures inside the Near smart contract, and the same way the other round also, which enables us to make sure that the transactions that are actually happening are not malicious and have not been, they're not faulty transactions. And so this is as opposed to existing bridges which follow a custodial model. And the reason we are able to do this today is by use of zero knowledge proofs, where as part of a grant that we received from Near Foundation, we have developed a ZK prover that allows you to create these succinct proofs of Near Light Client and the Ethereum Light Client, and run them successfully on chain. So we are live on testnet, and this is a token transfer bridge to get started between Ethereum and Near. Currently, we're working with some DeFi protocols to drive integrations. And this is basically an experience that we're looking to offer on top of Rainbow Bridge to offer enhanced experience as we have right now. So the core value proposition that we bring to the table is that Electron Light Client Bridge is super secure and follows very high decentralization standards as we expect from the largest L1s. And the reason we believe that we are very secure and we claim that we're very secure is because in order to attack our network or to attack our bridge, you would have to 67% attack Ethereum or the Near mainnet. And even if you were to do that, it will cause validator slashing on these underlying chains, which means Ethereum and Near validators would lose stake that they have put on the core chains. And since that is a very hard problem to solve, that is why we believe that we are super secure. Uh, so just to add a bit more context here, so we are actually planning to support the same tokens that Rainbow supports today. So for example, if you use our if you use our bridge for sending assets from Ethereum to Near, for example, you would receive the Rainbow USDC itself, which we achieve by maintenance of liquidity pools on the Near side. But on top of that, we offer much better transaction times. For example, Rainbow takes several hours if you are sending transaction from Near to Ethereum, while we complete this transaction in a matter of minutes, while offering same or if not higher level of security. So we're just trying to offer an enhanced experience for DeFi LPs and users on top of Near protocol. And To add a bit more about our ZK technology, so we currently use Circom and Rapid Snark for our ZK prover, which results in 8 minutes of proving time and around $25 of transaction cost to verify the Near Light client. In future, we are actually looking to move to advanced VMs such as Plonky 2, which will basically enable us to generate these proofs much faster, allowing us to basically send transactions within 45 seconds while maintaining the same transaction cost, and actually a lower transaction cost because we can put the entire light client inside the ZK circuit itself. In terms of product development roadmap, we are already live on testnet today. In fact, we have already recorded more than 17,000 transactions and 4,000 unique addresses on our testnet. And at the moment, we are basically gearing for our mainnet and have started internal audits and testing. And very soon, we'll be opening ourselves as to external audits and are targeting mainnet in Q2 of this year. And currently, we are working with multiple DeFi protocols and developing these conversations to become their go-to bridging partner. That's our roadmap going forward to basically build the best possible bridging experience for Ethereum to Near. We have a solid team of 6 core engineers across ZK technology, Rust smart contracts, Solidity, and front end. And Yeah, like I think we are one of the largest contributors to the near ZK ecosystem. We have already delivered a ZK Lite client and are working on more and more core innovations. And In fact, our ZK prover technology is already being used by certain rollups that are building on some proof of work chains. And Yeah, we've been building on near protocol for almost a year now, and very excited to be bringing this to market. And Yeah, we are also raising a round and would love to connect with investors to discuss the same. Yeah,
Got
at
it.
this point, I would like to open up to any questions. Yeah,
Yeah, I have a question. So
yeah.
I know that ZK, zero knowledge proofs, and the scaling is quite a technical hurdle. It's not an easy thing to pull off. So what would you say was the main challenges when you guys basically has taken on this kind of journey? So what challenges you encountered, and how did you manage to get over them?
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, basically for solving the ZK problems, I think there were multiple challenges. The first one was that it's very hard to actually figure out any good resources to learn about ZK technology. You will find a lot of courses online, but nothing really helps you understand the cryptography behind it and actually turn you into a good ZK engineer, that where you know what you're actually doing. Second problem is it's impossible to hire Zeek engineers because there are no Zeek engineers out there. So you have to figure out a process through which you can bring in engineers that can eventually become good Zeek engineers in future. So we actually had to develop a template in house where we could identify people who didn't know ZK but would likely become very good Zeek engineers in future. So I think these are some of the challenges we faced, and most of the things that we were working on. For example, when we developed the ZK prover for the Nearlight client, a lot of people told us that this actually cannot be done because they had tried it before and these were experienced cryptographers, and it was quite challenging because it was these are unsolved problems. And when we actually went ahead and actually attacked the problem, we kept on working on it for many months, and then we eventually did crack it. So we were very actually lucky to have some initial support from near protocol itself in the beginning, and hence we were able to solve this problem.
I think the question is also by Matthias, is how close are you guys working with Pagoda team, and how close you are with Aurora and others in the space? Because that's ZK is something that I think we all need to put effort into. That's not something that should be delegated to you know one team. I think that's something we need to strive all towards. So yeah, what do you say about that?
Absolutely. Yeah, so our code is actually open. You can go and check it out, and a lot of people actually out there actually using some of our code. In fact, some of the technologies we developed as part of this work, I think that is already being used by some of the protocols on top of near chain. So, for example, we shipped this ZK verifier as a near smart contract, and I think some of the ZK products on near are actually using that verifier right now. And Yeah, so you can actually check it out, and if you want to use this, please go ahead, fork it, and we'll be happy to help you out in the same process. We are actually very active in the ZK community group, and working very closely in that ecosystem to lay down our roadmap and actually help us launch this product on mainnet. We were actually in touch with Aurora for a while, and we are actually looking forward to working with them closely in future also. uh, yeah, and in fact, talking about Pagoda, I was on one of the protocol community calls today, and I did present some of our work over there. And Hopefully, yeah, we'll get a chance to work with them in future also. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Just want to add one comment from my side. I think that's the most innovative initiative that we had today. That's definitely something that I think the whole blockchain space strives towards. And this kind of scaling and the ZK proofs is definitely the next step in terms of the evolution of blockchain technologies. So the fact that you guys are doing that and the fact that you guys are successful at that, I think that's deserving of being commended. So I definitely appreciate that. And I think Okaya may add some questions. I know he really is excited about ZK proofs.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jumbo. Hey, Gravit, it's great to have you here. Thank you for sharing insights on your cutting edge protocol. My first question is, how does Electron Labs further fundamental innovation and application of bridging technology?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the goals behind shipping this product was obviously not just the ZK innovations, but to actually lay down the foundation for what a decentralized cross-chain protocol should look like. We have been very extensively documenting our work and building videos and building document developer material to lay down those initial concepts and explain very clearly as to why our bridge is decentralized. We actually have built up docs that we will over time that we'll be sharing publicly, that we actually lay down completely and analyze that under different scenarios, how is our bridge actually making sure that it is not taking custody of assets anywhere, how it is making sure that it is completely permissionless and actually satisfy the core criteria that we expect from decentralized protocols. And the three of them are basically, it should be non-custodial, it should be censorship resistant, and it should be secure. So we have made sure by careful analysis that we have achieved these goals, and we are extensively documenting this and we'll be pushing this out. And I think that will help us further the cause of decentralization in cross-chain protocols.
Sounds great. Thank you. And what are, in your opinion, the main challenges that bridges are facing at the moment? And how does Electron Lab tackle those challenges?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the biggest challenges, obviously, is the security of bridges. We've seen some of the largest bridge hacks that have happened as a result of the private keys leaking of the bridge operators. And in our model, there are no private keys because, as I said, it is completely secured by the consensus of the underlying chains itself. And as a result, there is no private keys that can actually get leaked in our protocol. That is first. Secondly, if we talk about some of the most recent events, we have started to see that even smart contract upgradability can be considered a highly custodial proposition and can lead to certain interference or regulatory scrutiny that leads to censorship and these kind of issues. And in our, again, same concept applies in our existing bridges, that these are highly custodial products, and they as a bridge, if you're using a bridge today, they are taking custody of your assets, and they can basically take them away from you at any time, and that risk is constantly there. And again, in our protocol actually, you can actually hand it over to the community, very similar to, again, how validators own a blockchain or maintain a blockchain without the interference of any single party. And similarly, Electron is actually not required to be operating this bridge. And in our model, it is possible to hand over our bridge to the community, as opposed to existing bridges which just cannot do that because they have to maintain that multi-sig in the middle, which means that it's not possible to hand over the project to the community, which leads to the problems of centralization. While in our case, it's possible to become community owned eventually. Yeah.
Sounds loud and clear. Thanks. And are there plans set for additional features on the bridge? I mean, right now I can imagine it's especially transactions of assets. But will you guys be also be focusing on crosstalk like governance operations, multi-chain?
Yes, absolutely. That is actually in our roadmap, that we want to move to basically full-fledged cross-chain contracts with general messaging built in. We're actually looking to work with folks who are building in the near ecosystem and trying to understand what their needs are in terms of what are the things that they want to send cross-chain other than tokens. and we are actually, if you find good partners and interesting use cases, we would be very interested in supporting those features on top of our bridge. So if you're building on Near and are looking to go cross chain, please reach out to us and we can work together on bringing some features ahead.
Amazing, Garfit. I really enjoyed your concept, and I'm very sorry, Jumbo. I have something very personal to ask to Garfit. I cannot resist it. You were mentioning about you are organizing a fundraising round, right? Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit more about this?
You, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
had Electron Labs for months on my scope, and I really like what you guys are building. It's very innovative.
Thanks a lot for the kind words, Okaya. I'm really excited to you know hear these words from you. And yeah, to answer your question, yeah, so we are basically raising a round now, and we are looking to work very closely with folks in the Near ecosystem who would be interested in consuming our product, and very much looking forward to have them as early partners as part of our round. I can't go into too many details right away on this public platform, but we're already starting to see some interest from the Near ecosystem, and would love to connect with you post this call if you're interested.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for your time. That's it from my end.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. That was probably the. I couldn't ask for the better, closing project pitch than that. So yeah, thank you, Garvey. That was awesome. I don't know what to say. I hope you guys are successful in your fundraising, because projects like that are the ones that should be fundraising, and not okay. I'm not gonna go into details because I'm gonna be in trouble. But thank you for the pitch, and I hope we see you guys successfully fundraise enough for you to develop the Electron Labs as you envision it.